In this lesson, we're going to cover the situation where you've got a runner on second base and the ball is hit to the third baseman. So the pitcher throws the ball, the batter hits it over to the third baseman. Everybody begins to react. The runner on second starts advancing toward third. The runner, or the batter at home, begins to advance toward first. First base obviously covers the first base bag. The second baseman moves to second base. The third baseman is fielding the ball and the shortstop is backing him up, with the left fielder backing him up. The center fielder is backing up second base in preparation for a possible throw from third base. Right fielder is backing up first base, and the catcher's moved in front of the plate with the pitcher actually backing him up. Now, at this point, there's a couple of options with the way that this can play out. In the first option, and actually in all options, the third baseman needs to hold the runner that's at second base. When he fields the ball, he needs to look right at the runner and kind of count 1/1000 in his head, or 1 Mississippi in his head, and hold that runner there. Slow him down so he can't advance more than one base. And then the third baseman has to make a decision. So in the first option, third baseman is going to throw it to first base. And when he does, if the third baseman thinks he can get back to third, he's going to try to do that, and the shortstop will back him up. And this allows the first baseman to catch the ball and to quickly turn around and throw it back to third base to try to tag the runner out. Now, the runner at first will be out just by stepping on the bag, but the runner at third will have to be tagged because he is not being forced out. There's no batter behind him, no runner behind him forcing him to be out. And this is a hard play. It's a potential double play, what we would call a 5-3-5 double play, but it's actually pretty hard to execute. You're probably going to get the runner out at first. Getting that second runner out at third is hard, but it is something that you will try to do. Okay. Again, notice that this is a decision that the third baseman makes as to whether he thinks he can get back to the ball, and sometimes he will be close enough to the bag to be able to get back. Sometimes he won't be, and he'll have to make that decision. And the shortstop will have to be reading what the third baseman's doing. Another way this can play out, same thing, pitcher throws the ball, batter hits it in the same area. Everybody moves to their positions. This time the third baseman picks up the ball, and he knows he cannot get it. He cannot get back to third base. So he throws the ball to first, and he knows his momentum won't allow him to turn around quickly, or he's just too far away from the bag. He can't get back. In that case, the shortstop will have to read what the third baseman's doing, and he will have to cover third base. And so the first baseman will catch the ball, step on the bag, and quickly try to turn around and throw it back to third where the shortstop will be. Of course, the first baseman needs to make sure somebody is actually on the bag before he throws it. You don't want to throw it and have nobody covering the bag, and now you've thrown it into the dugout of the other team, and that runner's just going to turn the bag there at third base and head home. You don't want to do that, so first baseman has to be alert too. If you're able to pull it off, this will be a 5-3-6 double play, but again, it's pretty challenging. And like the first scenario, the runner at third base, he will have to be tagged out. You can't just step on the bag. And there is a third option here. Pitcher throws the ball, batter hits it, everybody reacts. The third baseman looks at the runner, is trying to lick him off. That runner's coming. He's running hard from second base to third base, and he's not going to stop for anything. Well, if he looks like he is committed hard, the third baseman has the option to simply turn around and tag that runner. That's a really good option. You get that lead runner out, you're keeping him from advancing to third. At the same time, there is a chance that once this tag is made, the third baseman can turn around and throw the ball to first base and get another out. It's going to be a challenge to do, but it is possible. In the least case, let's say you just get the runner going from second to third, you just get that one out. That would be an unassisted play by the third baseman to get that single out. So